Away we go. Van der Poel gets a good start, so does Tonart's Lars van der Haar just on the outside. Van der Haar gets a good start, so does the Swiss in the red jersey, Kevin Kidd. Thibaut Nace just on your left with the white jersey, black shorts, blue helmet from the Baloise Glowy Lions. Round the little corner, we go right into the field, and it's Van der Poel that leads out from Michael Van Turenhout straight over the bridge. We drop down and into this very heavy mud section. Everyone off and running at the front. One thing to point out is the way Mathieu Van der Poel takes time on every corner, isn't it? You always talk, Helen, a lot about pedaling through corners for traction, but there's just that sometimes it's 3 or 4 meters, but it's 5 meters that riders have got to constantly come back from. Whoa, Joris Nieuwenhuis has ridden that section where no one else had. He drops some big power through there, Joris Nieuwenhuis. He surfed that absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, he really did. And I think these two groups are coming together the whole time, aren't they, in lots of different places. And there's some names we haven't seen up there for a while, with Marcel Meyerson at the front there, and Ryan Camp. He's had not the greatest season this year, but he's back at the front today. This course is very open as well. There are some days where there's really technical, like yesterday, you had to have a good start. You had to be into those technical sections first, and then it was kind of a line, and it's really hard to get around people. Whereas today, you've got to get into the bridge, you've got to get out of that sticky, rutty section after the bridge, but then it's wide open nearly the whole way. And so, as we're seeing here, Van der Poel do that tricky section in the woods, and even he has to take a foot out, but he's still accelerating the whole time. That right foot is still moving.
I mean, you've got to look and if I'm just saying if, because it is the World Championships next weekend, but if he goes next weekend, it's going to be world title number 7, and he does equal Eric de Vlaeminck. Only Marianne Vos has won more world cyclocross titles, but you know, you look at the accolades, and Mathieu Van der Poel comes through at the end of lap 3, sprinting up the start-finish straight here in Hoogerheide. It is the Grand Prix Adrie Van der Poel today, and it is our World Cup leader, Michael Van Turenhout of Paalshuis, Sybil Clementines, that is second place. And then we go back to that chasing group. Felipe Ort still hopping the planks, Ailey Isabet.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so smooth in everything that he does as well. He always puts his bike down in the same way. He always jumps on in the same way. He always, if you count the number of steps, the number of steps he takes before he jumps on his bike at the top of those stairs, it will probably be within 1 every single time. So the consistency is something that is just ingrained in him since he was a kid and started racing.
Mathieu Van der Poel, hands on the brake levers, tucks it down and throws in the power on the climb. And he will come round, and it will be lap 5 of 7 for Van der Poel. And he has made no mistake today. If you're tuning in for the first time, he went on the first lap of this race. Michael Van Turenhout drops in, and this is a really solid ride today from the Paalshuis Sybil Clementines rider. Behind him, Jens Adams having a great day out behind in this group. Nieuwenhuis has managed to recover from that little tumble. Let's have a replay here, just a bit of a coming together. Just caught the foot of that barrier again.
Yeah, I think he was kind of pushed into that a little bit there by Verstringer or Verschuur. I wasn't able to see which one of the two that was, but today is very much just keep that power down the whole time.
Here he goes. Mathieu Van der Poel entertaining the crowds. And we love it when he comes out to play like this. The crowd alone, everyone's just looking across to just see what's going on as well, aren't they? Mathieu Van der Poel out of the saddle, heads up to the line, and you've got to say that the form ahead of the World Championships in a week's time is there. The great man does it again. It's a gun show at the line today for Mathieu van der Poel, the World Cup champion for the first time in his career, and deservedly so. It has been a great season for the Belgian, and Lars van der Haar of Baloise Glowy Lions rounds out our podium here. Happy days for the Dutch fans.
Here's Van der Poel.
Quite a performance on a course that really suited you.
Yeah, like I said before the start, I prefer these conditions and super fast. So yeah, I'm happy with the feeling, of course, especially after yesterday. I felt good recovered, and yeah, just happy.
Your result looks like this. Mathieu van der Poel for Michael van Turnhout, Lars van der Haar, Turnhout, Joran Visura, Eli Isbeth, Emil Visstringer, Joris Nievenhuis.